Hello all, welcome back to Shaving with Peg Leg. Welcome to the barber shop. Alright, excuse me. Every dang time I turn the camera on, I gotta clear my throat. Every time. I just cleared my throat before I started it to make sure I didn't have to do it, and I had to do it anyways. Aggravating. Anyways, today we're doing a head shave using my $10 eBay no-name chrome handle 24mm badger hair brush. Got the lather already made. I had a little bit of a stuffed up nose this morning. It's just a little bit still there. It's not bad, but we're going to use menthol to clear it up. And figure I'd use it on the head instead of the face. That way it won't be so strong on me. But we're going to use Terror by Barrister Mann. And for pre-shave, we're going to use the Pacific Shaving Company Caffeinated Shave Cream, which has peppermint in it. So, and we're going to use my R102, my Muhle R102, which is an R41 head on a resin handle. So, first off, got the cap. One blade. Four spacers. Okay, well, band them out to show them to you. Now I can get them back together. Okay, there's two. Two more. And the second feather blade. The base plate with washer. And now to screw the handle down. No overhang on that. I don't know if you can see, there's just a wee bit of gap. That's the reason I use four spaces between the blades, to give them just a little bit extra gap. But there is space between. I thought I saw hair on top, but I didn't. And we're using feather high stainless, two of them, on their second use. So, let's get going. I can babble enough later. Oops. Open this, if you have this, and generally with all creams, open them top up, because I just opened that and bunch shot into the cap. I'll rinse that out later. Okay, just a little bit. And there's the peppermint right away. But I don't have enough caffeine in my system. I only had 6 cups of coffee this morning, so I guess a little extra caffeine won't hurt. Absorbed right into the skin. Ooh, that peppermint's coming through already. Wow. It's a good thing I put it on my head, not on my face. And I do have my lather bowl sitting in hot water. Ooh, nice warm lather. Yes, that's what we like. Thought about getting a lather machine at one time, but a hot lather machine, but those use, like, I don't know if it's Barbasol cans that it inserts into it, but it is a canned foam that comes out. So, nope, on that. We're not going to do that anytime soon. I'm sure Sumatra Razor would like it because he uses Barbasol all the damn time. He loves it. I was never a big fan of Barbasol, but I tried the gels when I was cartridge shaving. Even in the beginning of my double edge experience. I tried the gels. They might be better now, but when I tried them 22 years ago or so, 21 years ago, they weren't that great. Eyes lately. Alright, hopefully I cleared it up. R102, R41 head on a resin handle, 2 feathers, second use. Here we go. Okay, that little door was open, it was irritating me. I could see it in the camera. I'm going to have to do a face shave tomorrow. I wanted to give it a little extra growth before I decided to shave my face. I could have shaved it today, but I wanted to wait one more day. So I've only got 2 days of growth. I have a little bump back here, which I'm probably going to decapitate, so that's not going to count as a cut. I can feel those hairs just being eliminated. I wish this thing had just a little longer handle. Let me tell you what, this resin handle being smooth like that, if your fingers are damp, they don't have to be wet, they can just be damp. It's like trying to grab an ice cube. You ever drop an ice cube and try and pick it up off the floor? Psh, scoots away from you. You can feel and hear this thing working. I hope all you guys are going to be at the Real Ice IMCDB broadcast tonight on Instagram. A lot of giveaways by Jason from the Jason from the Razor Company. Thank you, Jason. He does so many giveaways with IMCDB, BBS Live. He does so much for this community. He gives away so many things. I know other companies host events and whatnot and do other things, but nobody in this community gives back like Jason does. I think my brush is soaking up all my lather. Matter of fact, I know it is. Yep, it sure is. Wow. You know how much, you guys know how much I love menthol, right? I don't hate it. It's just not one of my favorites. I guess it's just because, you know what it reminds me of is when I was little and I'd get sick and I'd get half a jar of Vicks Vapor Rub applied to my chest so I could breathe, so I could go to sleep. But I could never go to sleep because the menthol burned my nostrils out. Alright, pass 2, cross the grain. This razor head has no overhang, so that's good. You don't have to worry about catching your ears on those razor tabs. I got an interesting phone call yesterday. From one of my, when I was in rehab, one of my nurses from rehab called me to see how I was doing. She had to go into the records and look up my phone number to give me a call. So we'll see if something's there with that. Because the other one that I had the date with, well, I actually had 2 dates with her. But she decided that she couldn't see me anymore because it was just too odd for her to see somebody who was older than her father. I can understand that. just do it by hand. Since the brush is wanting to soak up the lather, we'll just do it by hand. Alright. Against the grain. I almost went with the grain again. I always do that when doing my head. I won a bid on eBay last night for one of the few vintage razors I wanted to get. No, it wasn't the Fat Boy. Those damn things are getting expensive. They are definitely not coming down in price. It was a 1930s. Doesn't have an exact date on it. I'll see if I can find out the exact date when I get it. But I don't know if you can, because none of them have serial numbers or date codes or anything on them. But it was a 1930s gold Gillette Tech. But it's a fat handle tech. I already have a late 40s gold tech, ball end tech, but I don't have the fat handle tech. And you'll see me use that when we get into the $15 to $20 razors, because I only paid $10.75 for it, but they wanted $3.95 shipping and then tax, so it came out to $15.70. So it was over $15, so it'll be in the $15 to $20 range razors, because you can find those razors for that price. There's another one on there. It was up to $24, and it's a fat handle, but it's chrome. But the thing is beautiful. There is not a scratch on it. The one I got on the cap, all the gold is worn off and it's down to copper color, which is fine, because something like that, eventually, someday, maybe I'll send it off to someplace like Razor Emporium and have them replate it. Do the pickups where I normally have to do the pickups. I haven't got much soap left. I used it all on that last pass. That's alright. Don't need much. There's still a lot of residual slickness there. Did I catch myself? No, that's just my normal mark. Okay. Yeah, right here is where I always have, let's see if pulling it helps. Stretching the skin, see if that helps. I'm still scraping toast. Take those off because I'm looking over the top of them anyways. put the Christmas tree up today. See, this side's clean. There's no toast scraping going on there. But this side, right here, still scraping toast. Not a sound going that way. Not a sound going that way. Going this way. Toast. Alright, it's going away now. I've gone over it 50 times, it should. Alright, now I got some back here. But not right here. That's pretty good right there. It's pretty damn good right there, to be honest. So yeah, I was happy about that win on that razor. Like I said, there's only a few vintage Gillettes I want. That was one of them. There's a double ring coming up, an early 20s double ring coming up in a couple days. I might bid on, if it doesn't get too high. And I still, no, wait, it's a single ring. I want to get a double ring still. But those things are so damn expensive, it isn't even funny. They had one on eBay in the case with the original blades that it came with. Looked real good shape. It had age to it, and the razor itself looked like it had never been used. No crack in the handle like they normally do. Nothing. It was all fine. Looked beautiful, and it should for $800. And it was a 1903, first year. Yeah, I'm getting about a 1 where I went over about 50 times trying to get that toast scraping going away. $800. I was like, yeah, it's pretty, but you can keep it. I'll take one with a cracked handle and looks worn for $8. You know, when it's as much as your mortgage payment. I can take this up. Not a big deal. Okay. Yeah, some of those razors are, I haven't even looked. John June's been using a toggle, comparing it to other razors. He's got me kind of intrigued in one, but they never did anything for me prior to that. And now he's comparing it to other razors. He beat out a Blackbird razor with it, and it's like, John, why are you doing this to me? But I still really, if I never get a toggle, I'll still be fine. It's not one of my need-tos. Or really want to, I should say. Because none of this is needed, is it? It's all wants. Osage Rub. Oh, and I used my standard Walgreens Witch Hazel. You know what? I got a marker in this box next to me. In this wall hanger. And I'm going to cross that out and put down liquid Vicks Vapor Rub. That stuff is killer. See? No stuffiness anymore. My Johnson & Johnson baby lotion for my head. Because what do I always say, guys? Got to keep the skin as soft as your brain. or at least my brain. I gotta keep my skin as soft as my brain. So, anyways, let me show you something. You guys saw the Sumatra Razor the other day, which is my next base shave. And this came in Friday. If I can get the box open, it's kind of tight. It's a Sharp K. It was under $15. I'll probably use one of these blades because I think I'm gonna start doing that. When I get a razor that comes with blades, I'm gonna start using the blades they came with because that's what you guys are gonna do. Yes, I've already cleaned it and sanitized it. It's a hefty little thing, nice thick handle. I haven't even got a stand for this thing to fit in. That stand's got the biggest hole of any stand I have, and it won't fit. So, we'll have to find something else for it to sit in. It's always got its box, but it's a pain in the ass to get out of this box, let me tell you what. But I thought it was a nice little package that it came in for 15 bucks. So we'll use that one. And that will be the last one I try on the $10 to $15 razors. Simply because I could buy 4 razors a month for all of 2020. I could buy 48 razors all next year and still not even put a dent in how many razors are out there for $10 to $15. There's just too many. And besides, what I'm finding, even this one, the One Touch, was not that bad of a shave. If you had to shave every day to go to work, you could use this one easy. But so far, every one of them's been a good shaver. Even the Hashir with its pointed base plate is a good shaver. You just got to be very careful with it because the base plate will tear your ass up if you're not. So, we're done with the head shave. Came out really well. I do like using the twin blade approach with that 102 with the R41 head. It's that my head's almost cue ball. I never get cue ball. You guys know that. I've always complained about it. I never get cue ball. But that using the 2 blades does even, in the R41, does even better than the leaf on my head. So that's just the way I do it. Anyways, done with the babbling. Fat guy in the chair. You're next. Come on in, have a seat, and happy shaves out there, guys.